Hello. Okay, I got a game after 2 seconds. I was not ready for that. Let's see. Okay, everything's going. Let's get in here. So we're against Nurgle. Okay, pretty sensible. That's interesting. Either they've been doing something to really try and get these guys, you know, leveled up on purpose, or they've got really lucky with their MVPs. Ooh, 8 draws and 2 losses. Okay, that's a weird record. Great team though. I mean, this is a really nice team. Oh, we got 210k. I guess we're probably going wizard here. He's got stab. He does have jump up and block. He's not terrible, honestly. He's got stab. He'd be really good to take against like a lightly armored team like elves or something. Anywho, so we could go with this guy again. Oh, I kind of like that. The strength is nice. And I think after that it goes way too expensive. Yeah, it does. I think we're going to go for this guy because I think he brings some utility that we don't have a ton of. The strength 4 is also really nice. As much as I like wizards, you do sometimes roll 1s, so he's becoming a fast favourite after whichever game that was. I think it was the ogres we used him against, right? So my brother Zolgrax, who also plays on Twitch and puts his videos on YouTube, is also playing Blood Bowl. We don't often actually play at the same time, so I suppose there was an outside chance that we run into each other. But it looks like he was just checking on where we're at. It looks like he's already in the game. That would be interesting. Of course, we played each other a bunch in our little mini league that we did for a few games. But he is playing Pro Elves this season, so if you want to see some Pro Elf action, go check him out. He's always down for elf shenanigans. I like this kit, actually, in a weird way. But yeah, go check his stuff out. Not right now, obviously. Go check it out after this game. He plays a bit more, you know, footloose and fancy free than I do. Hang on, we're on defense. Do I leave the ghoul on? Does he have tackle? He doesn't have tackle. You know what? I think I take the ghoul off. What are we going to put on our front line? I don't think we're going to give our big guys up because he does have strength 4. You know what? Let's go for a classic elf defense here, because there's no reason to sacrifice anybody good right off the bat. He actually doesn't have an extra player, so he gave us 210k. Okay, he does have the things where he gets the extra stuff, which is unfortunate. This is our injured one, so we'll take him off for the moment. I don't know why I'm looking at those. Anywho, oh that's right, we got block on Chat Among the Pigeons. Sorry, always takes me a few minutes to get my brain in gear at the start of a match, especially when it only took 2 seconds to find a game. Which I'm not complaining about, I'm just wasn't ready for it. Oh yeah, and this guy has guard and strength, so I mean that's great, honestly, he's a really good player. I'm going to take skills off. I know these two teams well enough to know their base skills, hopefully. Although we'll probably have to keep checking on Satek. But yeah, we'll probably keep him as a bit of a sweeper. It depends how things develop, really. Now, is there a legitimate case for us fouling in this game? Maybe. And probably just on the Pestigores. Because they're the real star players in this team. Oh, that looks like he shanked that. Oh, this is one of those, isn't it? If it had just gone here... Oh, hang on, it's Blitz, it's not. Okay. So, how do we go about this? I think we basically have to do this. I mean, this could well be a touchback here. Very nice. If it is, we're going to be horribly out of position. I think what we're going to do is actually this. We're going to make it kind of awkward for him. Not as awkward as we'd like, obviously, but I think we can actually bring this guy up here as well. And we'll just leave Cardinals on the table as a sweeper. But we're kind of sacrificing this guy to try and keep... Oh, he got the touchback. Okay. Well, that's why we didn't just put everybody over here. Okay, he gave it to this guy, which is sensible. I did wonder about just like standing here, but then if it bubbles this way, we've kind of got no advantage. Standing here and it bubbling over here would be fine for us, although he could obviously knock us down. But if it came over here, obviously he's in a tough spot. As it is, not too tough a spot, but still kind of awkward. He's got to do a lot of blocks here. We'd obviously prefer like maybe a switch out between like say these two, so that these guys couldn't get easy blocks. Okay, this is quite an aggressive start down this side, which honestly might come pay dividends. Kind of depends how his blocking goes. I mean, that's an excellent start right off the bat. Because it's like a little presence over here for, you know... Oh, he's got dodge on a rotter. Interesting. But yeah, if we'll have to see how he decides to block all this down. But if we can get Satek back, that would be very nice. Okay, the pushes are really good. So he can now one dice here. I mean, he could one dice here before, but obviously... Yeah, maybe worth it. We're only on value 8. Nah, by not... Yeah, okay. He's now struggling for... He's going to have to work his way down here. But he's going to run into immediate problems with the mummy being here. Could he throw a blitz that would help? No, he's actually in a bit of a tough spot here. There's going to be a 1 dice. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't... Okay, it gives him this one. Okay, that's a good result for us. Downside is we can't really free this guy up. Well, we could just dodge away, which we may do at the end of the turn, because he does have break tackle on the strength 4, which is maybe a 3+. Had he gone against this guy, he would have knocked him over there. Okay, I mean we weren't going to go for that, but it's sensible to kind of block it off anyway. I think what we're going to try and do is slow him down a bit here. We should probably bring this guy in here. Actually, if we bring this guy in here, that'll give us some good blocking potential. We're not going to be able to get a 2 dice here, realistically. Let's just bring this guy over as cover. That'll do, I guess. It frees him up at least. Very nice. Use that block. Boom. That's not really what we wanted. Where should we put him? Let's put him this way. And you know what? We'll follow up on it. Now this is probably worth trying, because... Is it worth trying? Yeah, I think it is. I'm gonna reroll, it's turn 1. Why not? There we go. Let's make things awkward, and then we'll just leave everything else down here. That's not super the best turn ever, and a bit frivolous with our rerolls there. But kind of clogging him up like we're doing is nice. Like, we've got his team clogged up, and we have, like, spare players back here, so... I know if I was in his shoes, I'd be feeling a bit nervous about being able to get everything covered. I mean, he could still make a... Okay, he is making a retreat. That's kind of what I figured he'd do, but having the zombie on the back is at least annoying for that. A bad block on the zombie, or a block that does not take down the zombie, does not armor break him, means the zombie has the ability to blitz here as well, which is not ideal. Okay, 1-2 buckle per 2 is down again. If he puts him here and follows, that's good for us. Yeah, it's more sensible. Well, that's a bit sad, because that's the end of 1-2 Buckle per 2. But, you know, you can't... Well, we can't do anything, we don't have an upper. So... I suppose we would rather Big Forster's turn hangs in there because he's right next to the ball. Excellent. So now he needs to bring somebody up. I mean, in fairness, it's going to be very hard for us to get anybody back there and stand him up. Regen is not kicking in here, which is unfortunate. We're now down 2 players, which is kind of early. So, fouling is kind of dropping off the table rapidly. Alright, that's a little bit dangerous, I would say, but, you know, who am I to... GFI was fine. Did he, is he actually gone? No, okay. I mean, we've got money to replace 3, if we need to. If no big guys die. Oh, he had a good round of blocking this time, if we're being honest. And he rejinked the numbers advantage back in his favour, which is unfortunate. Did I say rejinked? That's not really a word. Yeah, I should have probably got this guy up anyway. It's not like he can do much there. Okay. Okay, that is good news. 1, 3, 4. We need to stay here. So we've got a 1 dice. Yep, it worked. The disturbing presence making that impossible to catch there. Okay, I dig that. Oh, I wish I had a zombie to put on this guy. Let's pop this guy here, I think. So here's where I'm going to start regretting not having my ghoul. But that was a good turn. I don't know why he ran his ball carrier right next to a prone plate. He probably thought that I couldn't get through to make it less than a 2 dice. But he did leave the strength 5 on his strength 4. I would have loved to have followed the mummy up here, but that said, if I relied on the mummy, he would have still got knocked down. I don't know, maybe. Okay, so he's going to stay where he is to provide an assist here. So now this guy can hit here. Down goes Setek. Is he going to do classic star player? Of course he is. See that pro pause he put in there as well? So that's 3 out of 3 regen fails, which is honestly disastrous. On the plus side, we do technically have 3 spare players, so despite having 3 injuries, we could be fielding a full team. But, I mean, obviously, it's not great. I suppose the plus side is that he only has 11 in general, so any that we do take out is kind of permanent. Yeah, our regen not really doing great work here. I had a feeling he was going to... It's a weird star player thing. They just automatically die all the time. I still think that was the right choice over the wizard. He could have been very useful. And I think he had to go help defend that. But, I mean, maybe he didn't. Maybe I should have been more careful. But you don't expect your guys to die quite so much either. There's no mighty blow on this team, so... And it's all against armor value 8. So you know, you feel like you've probably got a good chance of not dying. Nice thing is this is a dodge now. So I think we see the dodge next. He could just stand up and grab it next turn. He's got a good man advantage here. I think you probably have to re-roll that. Okay, that's excellent. Gotta try and take down these pestigores while we can. No real dice there. That's not super important. Just get this guy out the way. I think I actually probably just bring this guy here. I don't really have a blitz here. Well, I suppose... What, we got that? So if we want to do this in a slightly easier way, we have to do this. Don't really like any of this. I do like that though. Stay. Oh, that is solid. I don't think that's a regen either. Oh, and that's this fast guy. Okay, fair play. That is really good. And we'll leave this guy free just in case there's something he can help with. What's nice here is, although it looks pretty unlikely that we would score due to being outnumbered, most of his agility is over here. So he'd probably be looking at like this guy as a ball carrier for the moment. I mean, well, that said, he could free up this guy, but he's still got to get across the field. I think I'd be tempted to make this hit, and if he goes down, get this guy up here as an assist so that you can hit this guy down here. But he might just go for the blitz. I think honestly if we can just stop him scoring this half, we'll feel pretty good. Okay, interesting. So he's probably, maybe he's going to blitz out with this guy. Oh, that's not what he wants at all. Now where'd you put him? And who's going to blitz him off the... I guess he's not worried about blitzing off the ball yet. So, yeah, I can only imagine... Okay, so this guy's going to come... Oh, no. That's going to stop that. Now this guy pretty much has to blitz through to get over. Because he's kind of put up a like, wherever he pushes them, it's kind of an annoying barrier to get around. So this guy is now free again. This guy should be free. So I feel like to some degree we're both kind of playing to just try and not get scored on this half. Could be wrong, but that's what it's feeling like. Is he blitzing here? That was a weird decision, honestly. Because where are you going to go now? I guess up around here to try and work your way back. Oh, okay. Did he decide not to use the reroll there? Yeah, okay. I really kind of want to move this guy so this guy can kind of come in. But I don't think there's much we can do over here anyway. So I think continuing to take down the pestigores makes more sense. Let's see. Just to kind of help out. Now, can you get over to here? Yes. Of course, I could blitz. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Well, I can't reroll that. So blitz wasted. So I guess we're just going for this now. Okay, that was better though. That puts 2 whites on the ball. Digging it. Yeah, overall good. Obviously, if we blitzed this guy over and then got over here, we could have blitzed this guy and also hit this guy, which would be just a lot of potentially moving the guys out the way that we needed to. Okay, that was a quick decision on the blitz here. And the follow-up, so he's committing to that space. Okay, so he can just go for the both down. Stun there is unfortunate because it brings back this guy into play. Yeah, I half expected the blitz here. Like, he could have stood 2 of them up, blitzed with the other, come over here, had a 1 dice with block. I don't know, it would have just... But yeah, I mean, I guess you need to make sure you get your warriors on the ball here. Just in case of some serious shenanigans. That is also interesting. I guess maybe you're kind of figuring why not, there's not many other good things on right now. Let's see if we can get some more value. And he can. Getting some big value out of all these dodges. Was he still hoping to get in here? Okay, the follow-up. So this guy's now free again. Maybe he's planning. Maybe he's hoping to be able to get something out of this. Okay. So do you just? Yeah, you do. Oh, almost dodged him there. I will follow. These guys are just so foul. That's twice that the burden has been unable to bring himself to do that. Okay, so this is a 2 dice against, but if we took him down, it would be quite nice, and if we don't, we're in danger of getting surfed anyway, so... And it's block versus no block, so in terms of danger, it could be worse. Now I'm wishing that we had done a blitz here. So we're just going to at least get it up the field. I mean, obviously, we're not scoring with that, but... what do we need? You know what, I'm just going to leave that. I mean, it's worth getting it up here just to make it that much further that he's got to try and get it back down, because he does have some free players now. He's managed to free up a lot of guys, which means that if the ball stayed down here, he could potentially block us off with the warriors, run in with this guy, get to here, and then look to feed it down here. Now, he can still get this ball, but it's, you know, obviously a lot more distance he's got to make up, right? That makes sense. This also makes sense. Now pushes here would be interesting. Okay, that's a definite reroll. Oh, hello. Okay, all of a sudden there's a chance we could score. I don't think I can make it amazing. Not going to go for this one. This one's a much, like its block, much higher value with the Mighty Blow, whereas this is no block against something that can handle the Mighty Blow a lot better. Downside here is that Cardinals on the table will get surfed if this fails. That's bad start. Well, we just needed a 2 or more there to score. Hang on. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yep, we just needed a 2 or more. Because a push would have been fine. And a block would have taken him down, so that is most unfortunate. But he's unlikely to score, which is nice. And in fairness, I mean, he had an unfortunate... I mean, he rolled double both downs and double skulls, so we can't really complain. So it looks like he's going for the surf. Didn't make it, but he'll probably be happy if he... You know, maybe he'll take him out instead. Nope. Now, is he going to try and make the play to get this ball down the field is the question. This guy is, like, in position as of right now, but he'd probably need to... I mean, he would need to get him into position, I mean. Like, this guy could score. This guy could theoretically score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but a lot of GFI is needed. Okay, so that guy's not scoring. This guy needs to move to get into scoring range. But he does have dodge and agility 3. I think unfortunately for him, he kind of has to move him first, which makes this awkward. Because if you fail on anything up here, like the ball pickup, you're done. So it's one of those kind of difficult times. Well, that's not great either. Probably just move back over here to tie up the white. White can technically score from here. So I don't think you take this until you've done this. I think now that he's got 2 players on the ball, I think you actually go ahead and dodge this guy. That's the downside, of course. Just gotta keep utilising that mighty blow. So I think we're basically looking at a similar situation here. And if we fail this, we fail it. I mean, you know. Okay, that is a good result. So it doesn't really matter where we go, so I think we try and go here. He can't get up there. It's got to that stage of the half where everything is disastrous. There was no, apart from the potential armor break, there was no real risk to that because this guy can't get up. So it's all benefit, just trying to block this guy off. Oh, hey. One more square and you had an unlikely touchdown. Oh, you're talking about just there? Yeah. In fairness, I had, spoiler alert, I had a much more likely touchdown the turn before, but double wand. I'd ask how your games are going, but I'm going to want to see them, so, you know, I'm not going to. Hopefully while there. You're playing a lot more games than I am. I mean, like all in one. All you're doing is spinning for now. I got into this game after 2 seconds, so I was not prepared. I was saying at the beginning of my video that it would be amusing if we ended up, you know, accidentally spinning into each other. If they kill the bird, then I'm going to be very sad. Plans to do 3 or 4. I mean, that is brave. I hope they go well for your sake if you do that, because if they go badly, that's pretty intense. Even after one that goes well, I feel exhausted usually. I think 2 in a row is about as many as I do these days, although I suppose if I had to, you know, I suppose it'd be possible. The good thing about doing 3 or 4 in a row is I guess it will hone. You know, as you're going, it will hone. Oh, that's interesting. He blitz there. I mean, he got the KO in fairness, which is a good job for him. Now we're in danger of not having enough players. I guess he's just going to have 2 guys stand him up. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. So now we'd be on a 2 dice against to get in here. Which is not looking great. Probably not going to get this guy up, there's no real need. So the question is, 2 dice against or dodge. I think 2 dice against is better. Because the dodge is going to be like a 4+, 3+ in. 2 dice against is just trying to avoid skulls. And then maybe having an easier dodge. I don't know. I don't know what the stats are, but this is what we're doing. Now, I should go this way. Well, we got the skull. Which in theory means we would have also failed that. If you equate them to numbers. Oh boy. Did we actually manage to regen this one? Oh, what a relief. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they do add up, it didn't really matter what we did, because we had 2 rolls to make. Okay, that's good. We have a full team for the second half, and he does not. Okay, I'll take that. Okay. So overall, I'm happy with that first half, even though we had, you know, 2 or 3 chances at the end to score. It wasn't the best odds of scoring, and keeping his, having him 2 pestigores down is quite nice, as they're kind of the playmakers for Nurgle. Especially his speedy Gonzalez one. So I think for this half, we just try and work on the Rotters and the pestigores. In theory. See if we can kind of whittle them down. Yeah, they don't have regen either. So I think we try and work on the Rotters. Probably sacrifice our zombies in the hope that if they do get injured, they come back. We may be able to knock down his front line if we don't get some unfortunate rolls here. So we'll have that. Then we'll have that. And if that goes well, we'd have a straightforward split, which I'll do with a zombie. And then we'll just hit a rotter with the blitz. That's the plan as I see it right now. We'll see if that pans out. Nope. Okay, so what does this mean? Huh. Okay, we can do that one. So we're probably looking at doing that. And then I guess we're also looking at doing this. Which we should do first, because there's a better chance. We'll leave him in contact. And we will just drop back to provide a little bit of cover for our poor old ball carrier. Hmm. I'd much rather be hitting this guy, but... Well, we gotta take that. Oof. Talk about some punishment. Regen is nice. Lack of a mummy for the whole half, not so nice. We've rolled a lot of high injury rolls here. But you know, that's the way it goes. Yeah. So that might move up our timetable a little bit. The good news is he had 3 players stunned as well. Bad news is our strength advantage is all but gone. And also he can kind of advance on us now, at least somewhat. We do get our white back, which is nice. We'll probably drop him back temporarily. Gonna have to build this from deep. Boy, what a crazy first turn. So we've both had kind of bad starts in our own way, although the blitz kind of helped him out, and maybe indirectly we'll find out if the pitch invasion ends up helping us or ends up helping him. I mean, losing the agility obviously wouldn't have been a problem for the burden, but oh, interesting. But the injury would have sucked anyway. Much better than strength or armor though. If you get out of the way, I think it's better. Yes, it is. So we've got to attempt the pickup first. And see how things look. And then we might attempt the blitz if we manage this. Okay, that's bad. But hey, we didn't use a reroll on it. There's more than one benefit to sure hands. And the good news is it bounced backwards. He can't reach it. I mean, this guy technically can. And he does have dodge. So he could attempt some shenanigans. But we've got this white back here who probably will get based. Is he going for the blitz here? Is he going for the mummy takeout? I get it in some ways, but surely you want to try and get some stuff going over here. Put some real pressure on us. Yeah, he's going for the blitz on the mummy. I mean, it worked. Maybe he's got real confident about breaking mummy armor now. Boy, the quality of the guys we have on the field is so much less than the quality of the guys he has on the field, and that is a big worry. So you can free this guy up now, unfortunately. Although committing to the mummy means he's probably not going to be able to base this guy unless it's with... I don't know. That's kind of where I want him to be, actually. Oh, he's looking to... No, I'm not sure what he's looking to do. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that the strength advantage is going in his favor because he is blocking us so much more than we're blocking him. But yeah, despite nobody getting sent off the field with the whole pitch invasion. Okay, he's not putting any more extra pressure on, which is nice. It was a big deal because it immediately put us on the block defensive, especially when we double skulled the... Boy, he's really nailing those... weight blocks. So the plan here is try and knock this guy over because he's the closest and biggest threat. And then see what happens. I guess if we just push him back, that's something. Okay, there we go. And I guess come over to here. Okay, that's how you do it. Yeah, I don't think he can get to us here. Unfortunately, there's nothing useful that Nemibis can do. Nemibis? I don't know. These names are a stretch, I'll admit. So we at least have the ball. It took us 2 turns to get it. And a lot more of his team is free than we would like. He's down 2. We are down 1. So we're still technically up a player. Just doesn't feel quite that way right now. I think because we're never going to be able to leverage in a position where we're actually in the premium blocking situation. The good thing for us as of right now is that the ball is on the Quail Horse. And he is a speedster and has dodge. Do you remember at the beginning of the match, we had Setek? It seems like such a long time ago now. Now what's he going to do here? I did kind of see this chain push, but I couldn't see a way in which it did us any real unfortunateness. Yeah, I figured this guy would come down here, but I don't think, unless I'm missing something, that frees... I mean, he could do this, which would free up... that would free up that guy. He could come around and one-dice us. This is getting a bit rough on the armor breaks. So it'd be a 1 dice against dodge, so he'd be looking for a 5 or 6, which is doable. And if he knocks him down, obviously, it's in a real good play. We could lose this game. If he manages to get a little bit of luck with his 1 dice blocks, our players have really deserted us. We needed those for down here. Well, maybe not the both down. Obviously, if he gets a both down, that's kind of good for him, but ends his turn. So it's a mixed blessing. A skull down here would be amazing because we could potentially come through, hit this guy, and come over this side. But that's, you know, thinking a little bit too far ahead, to be honest. Okay, is he gonna chance it for the 5 or 6 on the next one, or is he gonna... Okay, that's probably sensible. Are we really... maybe we're more players down than I thought. Yeah, we're down 2. He's down 2. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Are we down more players than I thought we were? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nah, they're just all laying down. Okay, so he's used his reroll there. Which is nice because it's using a reroll, right? Okay, so I think the way that we do this is like this. Stand everybody up, because we've got to keep his team locked in as long as we can. And then I think we blitz here. And... then it gets tricky. I do want to kind of clear this, if we can. We sort of can. Okay, that is excellent. We needed a little bit of a swing back. Because you could theoretically kind of go doot. Come down to block this guy, bring this guy up, and then you're relying on the dodge, but I don't think we can rely on the dodge. That said, if we don't knock this guy over, we may be making a dodge anyway. Oh, I hate to do this. This could be... that's not good for starters. So then we come to... what, here? Yeah, because then we're in a... Whew, we did use dodge there. Okay, that's all we can do. It is definitely not perfect. He can release this guy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we made the right decision here, but knocking this guy over would have been a big, big help. The nice thing is by just dodging away from this guy, it gives us a chance to sort of take this guy out of the getting near the ball picture. So let's see what he does, because I definitely don't feel safe, but I also think it's going to be hard for him. He's going to have to be, I think, doing some GFIs or dodges to hit us this turn. If he doesn't hit us this turn, he's chasing us, right? Or he's readjusting to try and get into position. So how does he play it? I mean, that guy 100% would be taken back here. Oh, of course, I forgot about chain pushes. Okay, back on even. So how is he doing this? Okay, that doesn't change a ton. So he still ends up kind of freeing up this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So 2 GFIs and a potential knockover. Youch. Did our white get KO'd? Yeah. So if he does knock us over here, it's pretty disastrous. He's got to basically come over. Oh, so just 1 GFI. Well, I mean, this is quite likely. I think you reroll at this stage. Oh, that's great. Now, is he going to try and dodge this guy out, or is he going to knock this guy down? Okay, he's going to knock this guy down. Nope. Nope. And that's to get the 3 dice. I would like to use this guy over here or something, but... And then this is as good as we can do. Okay, we got the knockdown, which is excellent. I think we'll actually knock him here. Let's see how that looks. I don't like being this close to the edge of the field, but... I think we have to take that extra GFI. We do. Okay, and then if we could knock this guy down, that would really help. Okay, I'll take that. Because it kind of makes him a bit more susceptible. Okay, okay, this is good. I don't believe he can push anybody in a way that gets him close enough to reach us. And I think the GFI there was like, I mean, obviously you could 2-2, I mean you could 1-1. But it gets us to a place where he literally can't touch us, which is huge. And theoretically we could go in next turn. He needs to put some kind of pressure on to, okay, that was great. Because right off, that makes his potential score back that much harder. So somebody needs to get somewhere over here. I think I would blitz this guy and then move this guy up. Because then I have to score. Okay, that's pretty wild. That to me is giving up there. Maybe not. I mean, in fairness, we're not going to have a lot of guys on the field, so 7 out. So maybe he'll be able to score pretty easily. But he wants to give himself a few more turns, right? Oh, he didn't move this guy up either. Is this guy just going to dodge over? He hasn't blitzed yet. Okay, what's that about? Is he going to do a 1 dice blitz here? Oh, it's a 2 dice because of guard. Fair play. I mean, sort of fair play. And then this dodge is free. He needs to at least GFI once to put the pressure on to make a score next turn at least. Hey, we have been well and truly injured in this game. Okay, that one's a regen, but boy, our armor. Take the block. Take the block. Oh, that's annoyingly sensible. 2, 3, 4. And I can't catch up with him either, so now I do have to score. Oh, rats. I was really hoping he wasn't going to do that. I can't risk that. If I could get one more safely, I would probably get him there and actually blitz with the ghoul and go stand up here. I can't even do any blitzes, I just have to go in, which gives him 3 turns to score. That is ample. But rather that than accidentally maybe turn this into a loss. So it was a loner dodge to be 3 turns versus 2 turns. 2 turns would be a lot more difficult for him. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so we're playing with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I mean it could be worse, I suppose. Not a lot worse, admittedly, but this is going to be really hard to defend because we are now down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we're down 1, which doesn't sound so bad actually. To have 6 be out and be out down only 1 is at least something. And 2 of the pestigores are out, which, I mean, I really can't say enough how big that is. But the SPP we've given him is ridiculous. But that's why I said this is a good team. Like, it's for a Nurgle team, this is very nice. I think I would maybe just argue that... I don't know, because I know we got the blitz, but it didn't help us as I remember. I'm not sure what we did in the first half. I think we kind of shut him down well on this side and then scared him on this side. I know we did get a couple of nice 1 dice blitzes, but I felt reasonably comfortable up to that point anyway. So this is very aggressive, of course. Putting the whole team on the front line. But maybe it'll pay off. Oh, giving him the reroll is not what we wanted. Like, I will 100% give up my full reroll to not have him get that extra reroll. That could be the difference. And I know that sounds exaggerated, but it's not. Because, like, say for instance he fails to pick it up, then, you know, it puts him like 6 squares behind, which when you've got to move the ball so fast is really big. Or say he picks it up and he fails the handoff. I mean, you know, you can kind of see where I'm going. I assume he's going to do this one. Nope. Okay, so now we're 2 down. Rough times. And he's just going to stand up our mummies with some spare rotters, because we have done a horrible job at getting rid of his rotters. He might even blitz this one down. So we might be asking a lot here from our white and our ghoul. So he's popping this guy down just as a, like, let's get like a backup scoring threat, because I think he wants to score with this guy, right? So yeah, he's blitzing the mummy, I'm pretty sure. Although he could blitz in here, and actually that would probably be more annoying. Oh, reroll gone. Okay, that is solid. But you see, that would have been the turnover, and the ball would still be. But you can see what I mean there. So he's just going to come back over here. That would have been this guy falling over and no ball. Well, he failed the pickup, so that's something. We can work with this. So we stand up here. We stand up here. I think we have to try this 2 dice first. It didn't really come to anything, but we'll go with it. Then I think unfortunately we have to pop this guy in position. I'd rather do this the other way around and then attempt the blitz. Just in case we fail that dodge. Okay. I mean, you could argue that's a bit greedy, but I would argue, nope. I think, honestly, we'll push him here. And then we will come back into the middle here. And we'll see what he does. We got, I mean, by tying up a lot of our guys, he's kind of tied up a lot of his guys as well, so that's good at least. This guy can obviously blitz his way free. So he could do a blitz here, run down, and then run this guy down. Okay, I guess this guy's still in scoring range. Now the question is, do you truck this guy down now to like here, just to be on the safe side, or do you get the ball and try and get it to him? It's tricky. Okay, going into the middle. So obviously a bad block here would be great for us. A bad block is not quite game over, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Certainly makes things awkward. So what's the plan here? Is he going to blitz this guy and then... Where are you going to go? Oh. Oh, the KOs of Doom. So what's that to do? Is he just trying to free up a hole to be able to run into in the middle? Or is he freeing this guy up to do something? And if so, what? Maybe take this guy down? Blitz here? Oh, he's already blitzed, so he's just going to get on this guy. So I can't hit here. And then, theoretically, he can hit him next turn. Oh, the injuries are really... Oh dear, that's another permadead one. This is one of the more brutal games we've actually played. And that's coming from an elf player. Maybe dodge this guy away. No, I think you want him to tie him up. Oh, he got the pickup. That's huge. Because now he can really advance up to a place where he might be able to score. Okay, okay. Well, that changes my plan a little bit. Alright, bit of SVP. There we go. Okay, that's about as good as we can do, I think. Take that. Okay. I don't think he'll be able to do anything useful. So we've tied him up as best we can. We've tied up his 3 scoring threats, and these guys are too far away to actually make the blitz. They could come down. Okay, he's just going to do a dodge. But now obviously the downside... Yeah, this has made it very awkward for him. I'm quite pleased with this. If he scores, he scores, but we've made it as hard as we can. That's all you can really ask for. Well, I would... If I'm being honest, I would ask for, you know, him to fail. So what's the best thing to do here? Not that, that's for sure. There was no sense to doing that. Because the Warriors couldn't really get involved anyway. So I think the dodge into the end zone and then run down and throw was the best option there. Okay. Hey, our white got some stuff. So, I mean, he definitely outblocked us by a long way. What was it, 63? So he outblocked us 2-1, but he got 3-1 on armor breaks. Despite, did the ghoul? I don't think the ghoul went down. So, you know, overall that's pretty bad. But it was the look at the volume. Look at that. I mean, that's. I don't know how you work out percentages on that. Let's see, it'll be here somewhere, right? In the dice rolls. So maybe this one, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this. Yeah, I think 26 is bad. Let's compare. Oh, hang on. Or is it? Because he got 33. Oh, maybe 33 is also bad, but he only... Obviously, it's... Yeah, I think that might be bad as well. I think he just rolled less of them. I'm not sure. But yeah, 6 KOs and 8 injuries. 2 kills. That's probably one of the highest body counts I've seen. Thankfully, it was only zombies that actually had permanent damage. Oh, what about the regen? Because we both had some regen. I think we both did pretty bad. So, although it got better as it went. 37% regen, which is just under 50. And 50 regen. He didn't have many to do. But, lots of SPP. More for him, obviously. And more importantly, the result. And the nice thing is, if we were playing elves, losing 2 players, even if they were linemen, would be pretty painful. But on this team, it's, you know, it'll put us down to 90k, and we'll still have 13. So that's the real difference. Okay, I think we're gonna give him Mighty Blow. We want to give... I think we'll go guard on the other guy. We could argue for strip ball. But we're a removal team first and foremost. So I think we go Mighty Blow, and then we go guard on the other white. And then we will go strip ball on this guy, or if I'm feeling really aggro, we'll go piling on. Kind of depend on what everybody else has got by that point. But I think having a mobile Mighty Blow, as well as the mummies, who often just have to stand there and not do much anyway, seems like a solid way to go. We at least have guard on one of the mummies, and hopefully chat among the pigeons. They're both in MVP range, so as soon as they MVP, they'll both level up, which is great, because we can get guard and probably stand firm. Or block if we get super lucky. If we get a double on chat among the pigeons, would I get dodge? Yeah. Yeah, because that's super annoying. And then you get and then we might just go straight into stand firm, because then he's like the most annoying flesh golem ever. But yeah, that puts us 4-1. It's weird. I don't feel like I should be doing better with Undead than I did with Dark Elves, but a lot of it is what you come up against as well. So I need to find 2 more Agatha Christie books that have bird references, which was hard to just get the whole team. So the fact that everybody keeps dying is not ideal. But hey, I will do that on the off time, and I will catch you for the next game. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we will die a little bit less next time. Bye for now.